What happens when you mix matcha powder with green tea leaves? In this episode, we're going to find out. We'll be taking a look at the Shizuku Sencha, a tea we discovered in the small town of Chiran in southern Japan. This tea was pitched to us as the ultimate tea for cold brew, so we're going to be preparing it both hot and cold. That's coming up soon, but first, let's meet the tea. So in 2019, we visited Chiran for the first time, and I was blown away that such a small village could produce some of the best teas in all of Japan. Because the weather in southern Japan is warmer, farmers are able to grow a more diverse array of plant varieties, or cultivars. In central Japan, the winter can get quite cold, and farmers tend to grow tougher, frost-resistant cultivars like Yabukita. The smoother and sweeter cultivars like Asatsuyu grow better in warm, southern climates like Chiran. This region is also volcanically active, and the tea plants are nourished by the rich volcanic soils. The Shizuku is made from a blend of 4 different cultivars. First, we have Yabukita, the classic Japanese cultivar that provides boldness and strength. Then we have Asanoka, a sweet and slightly nutty cultivar, and Asatsuyu, a super green and sweet cultivar. And finally, we have Yutaka Midori, which adds a steamed vegetable depth that's popular in fukumushi teas. What makes the Shizuku unique is that it's made from both matcha powder and sencha leaves. This is known as a matcha iri sencha, and as you'll see in a second, it's practically born to be a cold brew. To this date, the Shizuku Sencha is the best cold brew green tea I've tried, and I love making it during the summertime. Cold brewing is a great way to prepare Japanese green tea because it not only changes the temperature, but also the flavor. By playing around with the brewing temperature, you can change what is extracted from the tea leaves and what ends up in your cup. Cooler water still extracts the smooth and savory theanine from the tea leaves, but not as much of the more bitter catechins. As a result, cold brew green teas are not only cool and refreshing, they can even be sweeter. The only problem is, cold water doesn't extract as much of the overall flavor from the tea leaves, so some cold brew green teas can taste weak or watery. The producers in Chiran fixed this problem by adding the perfect amount of matcha powder into the tea leaves. This matcha powder is immediately released into the water to create a cloudy green infusion. For this experiment, we're going to add 10 grams of Shizuku leaves to the pitcher and pour in 500 milliliters of cool water. We're going to let the leaves sit for 1 hour in order to extract a good flavor. It's much harder to overbrew when you're using cooler water. Even after 3 hours, you shouldn't get any bitterness, but if you brew overnight, you might find that the taste is too strong. Somewhere in between 1 and 3 hours is the sweet spot, and you can always let it brew longer if the taste isn't strong enough. After the brewing time is up, you can just pour the pitcher through a strainer to separate out the leaves. As a cold brew, this tea takes on a bold and well-rounded vegetable flavor, without the bitterness you get from a hot green tea. It also takes on a hint of strawberry, cucumber, and ripe melon. This tea is super refreshing and perfect for those hot summer days. To brew this tea with hot water, you can put 5 grams of leaves into the Tokoname Kyushu teapot. This teapot is perfectly designed for brewing Japanese green tea. When we met with our teapot producers in Tokoname, we learned why the clay in this region is superior. It has a low porosity, which means it can be used to prepare multiple different types of teas without seasoning. It also has a high iron content, which can interact with the tea and reduce some of its bitterness. As a hot brew, the taste is completely different. The tea leans more into these steamed vegetable or slightly marine flavor profiles. It becomes more powerful in flavor overall, but it lacks the sweet fruitiness of the cold brew. You can see a huge difference in color between the Shizuku and a regular green tea, thanks to the addition of the matcha powder. This can also improve the health benefits of the tea as you're getting more of the tea leaves when you drink it. If you want to try the Shizuku Sencha for yourself, you can find it on our website for a limited time. This is one of our favorite finds in Japan, after meeting with dozens of tea farmers and sampling hundreds of different teas. Like I said before, we discovered this tea in Chiran back in 2019 and are still selling it today. That's how popular it's become. We would love it if you could pick up a pack and try it out as a cold brew. Another way to support this channel is by liking this video and subscribing to see more tea videos in the future. Until then, we'll see you next time.